Greetings, traveler, and welcome to the corner of the tavern. I'm Patrick.
I'm Mikey.
And I'm Key.
And today, we will be discussing something that I think is fucking stupid. I think it's bullshit. It is,
What is this? What is it?
What's got you so riled up, Patrick?
Well, I'll tell you. No.
Whoa, I almost thought you were a barbarian.
I'm multi-classing.
He's raging, he's raging!
But no, Minnesota Renaissance Festival has added, like, a bunch of rules to, like, just that you must follow if you want to attend their festival. And I think it's some of the most bullshit things I've ever seen or heard. I discussed it with you a little. I purposefully kept you in the dark to see your reactions here.
Yeah.
But it, like, just to preface it, it's like Ren Fair gone corporate. It's so bad.
I guess we know where you fall under the cyberpunk affiliation then. No corpos?
No corpos. Damn straight.
No corpos.
Yeah.
No, I think that these rules are really stupid and honestly Ren Fair killing.
It seems like it's very my way or the highway with all.
You're
of these.
not allowed to come dressed in costume because we don't want you to be confused with the people we have here dressed in costume.
Yes.
It's on that level.
You know what that's referencing,
See,
right?
we get to be immersed
Disney.
as the owners and employees. You just get to watch. You get to sit in the chair.
You get to sit in the chair. No, but so Mikey has the list.
You can get Driscoll Orden's autograph.
Yeah, so alcohol. So real quick, because there was like a lot of changes to alcohol and stuff too. But that was more just. I'm not against that stuff. Because here's the thing, I'm not against all of these rule changes, but the ones
The alcohol stuff was simple regulation.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty standard.
Yeah, the ones that it's just like the ones that I'm against heavy. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So let's go into weapons first.
Let's see, you cannot have any firearms on the premises.
Yeah.
Fake and otherwise.
So this includes like pirate pistols, flintlocks,
Yeah.
shit like that, which I think
Very goofy.
I think it's very stupid.
It's very core to the pirate outfit.
Mhm.
Is to have some sort of black powder pistol.
Yeah, like that's taking it a bit too far. Like when somebody's going to see the flintlock and the leather holster on your hip.
Nope, you can only have
You can only have a mass shooting of one.
You can only have a pirate cutlass to signify you're a pirate, other than your clothing, and that's it.
Dude, imagine someone attempting a mass shooting as a pirate. Like, you got like 18 pistols on you, and you're like.
At this
I
point,
probably
you
wouldn't even be mad. I'd honestly be impressed.
might as well just go dressed up like the Spirit Halloween pirate.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
if they're gonna be taking it that far,
Yeah.
like have the cheap striped shirt with the like splotch stubble.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I just find that so fucking ridiculous because like Mikey said, the pirate pistol is like core to a lot of outfits.
Yeah,
Like-
it's a core accessory that points you out as a pirate.
Mm-hmm. And it can't even be like an obviously fake one, like a
Like a
It
Nerf
can't,
gun or
it can't
something.
be like colored plastic or anything. So if it looks like a firearm, nope, not allowed. Get rid of it, or you're not coming in.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was American. No.
I'm sorry.
I thought this was Europe.
I thought this was the high seas.
Yeah, no swords at the medieval convention in Great Britain.
No
That's
ninja,
actually
no,
probably
no
true,
ninja
but-
weapons. They said in their in Europe right now they say no ninja weapons.
Wouldn't want to be assassinated by a ninja.
Bunch of stupid Karens running that government.
But well, what's the next part with the weapon stuff?
Guests may wear a sword or dagger, but the sword or dagger must be sheathed completely with no part of the blade showing and secured in a sheath or scabbard.
That's
In
right.
addition, all swords and daggers must have a plastic zip tie attached
zip
and
tie.
visible, piece bound or piece tied. At no time may they be drawn from the scabbard or sheath. Only sword or daggers are permitted. No other weapon will be allowed at the festival.
And that's my problem. I'm fine with the zip ties. That's regular. That's fine. That's whatever. They're not allowing axes, hammers, anything like that.
Anything with a chain.
Yep.
If it's not a sword or a dagger,
Nope. I mean,
it's just like what, like
not even a LARP weapon.
Oh, no. You are allowed LARP weapons.
Is that true?
Yes, they do say that, but it's like people wear real shit to Ren fairs all the fucking time. That's the problem I have with it.
yeah, it's kind of the point, and also like people are, playing as these characters or like a medieval something or other to a degree. Not everybody's gonna be walking around with swords. Also, I personally like. I get it.
What about a stave or staff?
That's true. Would they consider that a weapon or not? A wizard's staff.
I don't know.
I
mean, I have 2 staves over there. One I think we would consider a weapon. The other one not.
Yeah.
So I guess that
I'd
would be the
consider them both
differentiation.
weapons.
Well, I mean, yeah, anything's a weapon if you really wanted to.
But one of them could be. The other one would like break if you tried to smash it over someone's head.
well, one of them is. The other one possibly could be.
My point is again, like, axes and hammers are staples for, again, barbarians, but also if you wanted to do like a fighter who just doesn't wield a sword, a knight who doesn't wield a sword. It's just no, you must have a sword or a dagger or a short sword of some kind. If it's not that, not allowed in, not coming in. It's just because I guess they're under the impression that you can't zip tie an axe or a hammer, but you can.
Well, see,
If it's attached to a belt, you can.
See, that's my thing. Is I think the zip tie thing is bullshit. I get it, but at the same time, like, just I know it's more simple to say than in practice, but for the most part, as far as my fair experience goes, people generally don't draw their weapons. No, like that. Like that's not like a serious problem. Like
It's an accessory.
They are if they're drunk enough.
Yeah.
I will say, because that is a problem I have. I've only encountered it one time that I can recall.
Okay, well,
but I have encountered that problem as someone who's worked at Ren fairs before.
All right, well, see that
Is that with a kid or an adult?
It was with an adult.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, because the thing is, like, that person's already breaking the rule in the drinking thing because, like, you're not really supposed to be drinking at the fair.
Well, most fairs you do. Like, our fair is special. It's a dry one.
Yeah, it's a dry
Well,
fair.
I mean, for dry fairs, I was going to say, like, let it be unzip tied. If it's a drinking fair, I can see it being a little more in the line of zip tie them just for that cause. But for any dry fair, I think it's absolutely ridiculous to have to zip tie a weapon.
I think it's like, here's the thing again, and I'm coming from it as somebody who's worked it and who has encountered it. Because what had happened was, I was working at the maze, and this dude came up to me. It was 3 adults. One obviously plastered, like obliterated, and
Stumbling, slurring.
oh yeah, and 2 completely sober, like babysitter types.
Oh, okay.
And he came up to me. I almost told him to get the fuck out because what happened was because like he was getting aggressive with me. He was getting in my face. He was already aggro on me. And but at the same time, it's like
you were in his pathfinding, and he just aggroed onto you because you were the closest. They used like Warrior's Charge on you immediately.
well, he like got in my face, and he was a complete dickhead. And but at the same time, it's like I like waited because I already didn't want him to come in, but at the same time, it's like I kind of want your money. So that's
you're running the place. You still want the customer's money.
That's part of why my boss always said, he's like, man, dude, like we make good money together. I say, yeah, dude, because I don't turn anyone away, and I don't let anyone in for free, like, and I don't do discounts unless absolutely necessary,
Yeah.
like because he always would tell me like, oh, if like let's just say a couple of kids come up and like one of them doesn't have any money but his friends do, just let him in for free. I'm like, no. I'll go as low as $1, but I will not let anyone
but not for nothing.
Yeah.
We are offering a attraction.
There was one time.
I would say that's where you and me are different in the sense of like not turning anyone down like that. If some guy came up to me and he was belligerently drunk and getting in my face, I don't care. I'm not letting him in.
Mm-hmm. No, that's fair.
Because the thing is, it's like I don't want him fucking up what's in there.
Yeah. He's a hazard to the attraction.
It's not that he's already stumbling around, but he's stumbling around and angry. I don't want that going on in the place that I gotta look over.
I considered that if it wasn't for his 2 babysitter friends, I would not have let him in.
That's fair.
Real quick, I just wanted to say there was one time I did let someone in for free, and that was only because it was like these two guys, and their whole friend group went in, and then they only had $5 to split between the two of them, and they went back and forth being like, you know what? You go in, I'll wait out here. And then the other one was like, no, you go in, I'll wait out here. And they went back and forth like that for a minute.
The power of friendship
Yeah.
warmed your heart.
Yeah, legitimate. I was like,
guys,
you know what?
guys, just give me the $5 and go in.
Yeah, I said we'll call it like 3 and 2, and
Yeah, let's just go in, have fun.
yeah, I was like, your selflessness has been rewarded. Like,
And you still get the money. Everybody wins.
But as for that drunk guy, so yeah, like I said, I let him in only because he had like 2 babysitter friends with him, and I wanted his money. So I let him in, and what had happened is at one point he wound up behind the jail, and granted he was in there by himself, but he had a claymore. He pulled it out, and he started going like, and like dragging it across the bars and shit. And I was just like, get out of here.
Nope, you're done.
And I told his friends, I said, don't bring him back here. I said, he's done here. And I could have called security and had him like tossed and banned and shit, but I was just like,
he's drunk, get his ass out.
And so I guess my point is I understand the zip tie rules as somebody who's had to deal with somebody pulling a fucking sword, especially someone who is aggro to me, being a fucking dickhead to me for no reason.
See,
because he can't hold his alcohol.
He didn't brandish it at anybody. I'm gonna play defense here. You're
gonna go to bat for this guy?
No. but I am going to. I'm going to bat so that way we don't have to zip tie our weapons.
Yeah, you're like I'm arguing for the right, not for this guy.
Yeah. Nah, because he didn't brandish it at anybody. The only people I've seen brandish a weapon at anybody else is children there. And that's for lack of parental supervision.
Yeah, it becomes Lord of the Flies real quick.
That's because the parents are not looking after their kids and giving them shit they're not supposed to have.
Because they're busy trying to run their business at the fair, so their eyes aren't on their children.
Even parents.
Yeah, no, parents who are around. We've seen it. Yeah, no, there are parents who are standing like right there.
Okay, that's real. That's real bad.
Keelan was there the one time
I wasn't there for that.
Yeah, Keelan was there the one time a kid pulled a knife like on another kid's throat.
Yeah, like immediately, as soon as he got the money to go into the maze.
No.
And when I gave it back to the dad was like, "It's not even sharp."
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That act should never happen with your kid and another kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like apart from like kids being the ones to brandish it because the parents aren't doing their jobs, nobody has ever really like drawn a weapon on anybody at that fair. As far as I know, and as far as I've witnessed, like that's not been an issue.
I've heard stories. And so my point, listen, I've had a lot of experience.
All right, well, my point is, fuck it. If you got a weapon anyway, you should be able to duel them. You should be able to duel them right there. Somebody draws their sword on you and wants to be belligerent. I should be able to duel that man in the middle of the fair. That's where my stance is. That's where this is coming to. I should be able to legally fight somebody at the fair if they want to fight me.
Fair enough. No, here's the thing, is like, I'm for the idea of like, we don't zip tie, but if you draw,
you're out.
Yeah, you're out.
You're banned.
You're banned.
You're gone.
Oh no, I'm completely fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like because
it's like I understand that.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, like I'm not saying like there shouldn't be any penalties for somebody like as soon as you draw your weapon in any capacity like that, like you're brandishing it at somebody or damaging property or whatever it is, yeah, kick your ass out. You're done.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it's just the zip tying everybody to make sure everybody's safe. Like, come on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
like the weapons are already all sitting around in these shops unzip tied anyway.
Yeah, I could just walk off
like,
with one and use it.
Yeah, like if I it's kind of like we're gonna get a little political here. It's like it's like the gun free. It's like the gun free zone signs.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh yeah, you can't legally carry a firearm in here, concealed or otherwise. But it's like the person who's going to be doing the mass shooting is breaking the fucking law anyway.
Yes,
that's a target.
The same
like
thing.
that. They're like, oh well, why would I go to a fucking gun shop and shoot everybody up there when they're all probably going to light my ass up the the second I walk into
Yeah.
the store,
And pointing at somebody.
as opposed to going to a gun-free zone where nobody's supposed to be carrying a firearm anyway. They're all sitting ducks. It's like
Yeah.
the same thing of like, oh,
The
if we
same
zipped.
thing. The same thing happened with pickpockets. People put up "Beware of pickpocket" signs,
Yeah.
and then the actual pickpockets like notice, hey, when everyone sees that sign, they move their stuff around.
Yeah, so
and
they know where it's at.
they know where it's at, and they just grab it from you.
Yeah, it's like people will use it against you for any
But
kind
people-
of restriction like that.
But
So
people
it's-
fail to heed these lessons time and time again.
So, like, while, yeah, it might stop the occasional belligerent drunk who's probably not going to do anything too crazy anyway before he gets dogpiled and stopped. Like, if somebody really wanted to go into the fair and hurt people with a fucking medieval weapon, they can grab one off the rack and just start swinging.
Yeah,
Like,
so, sad to say, you unintentionally provide the means for violent people to do so.
But my point is, you shouldn't hinder the means of
Law-abiding
of
people.
capable people
Yes.
to protect themselves if
Absolutely.
the person who is unhinged is going to do that anyway.
Absolutely.
Now, I know this all still boils down to there's swords at a fair. It's not really real weapons, and it's more, again, to stop
Hey, if they got a
belligerent people.
sharp point, that's really all you need.
Yeah, even
But
the
I'm
ones
just-
that aren't sharpened are still like long steel blunt
Yeah.
instruments that you could break bones.
But my point still falls back to if somebody's going to threaten me like that at the fair anyway, I want to have a sword fight with them in the middle of the fair. That's the position I'm going to keep falling back to. It doesn't matter. I just want to fight somebody for real in the middle of the fair if they're asking for it.
It's in our blood.
It's in our blood.
Yes.
It's like, because here's where I get the zip tie rule of like, they're preventative measures. You know, it's to make sure that shit don't even get to that point. And here's my problem with the zip tie is I think it clashes. When I went to Oren, they used twine ties.
Also,
So they fit in with outfits.
So that,
Interesting.
I wouldn't mind it as much if it was that.
See,
Because the
yeah.
zip ties do clash very hard. But the thing is, it's like if it's a twine tie, like, oh, we'll just tie your weapon up. I'd be like, I'm fine with that.
Mhm.
All right, because it still fits the aesthetic.
what do you think? Would it be okay if it was like cloth?
Yeah, it's like
Cloth would be too easy to remove. The twine tie, like the way that they used it, it was like really thick. Like the only way to get it off would be to cut it off.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie when I do say a lot of my animosity does come from the aesthetic of having a zip tie on your weapon.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like it does still kind of fall back to it's like, well, like I mean, we're all adults here. We should just be like, it's a fucking sword in a sheath. I'm not reasonably gonna draw it anyway. 99% of people coming in here aren't gonna reasonably draw it anyway. If one wacko decides to do so, again, it is a melee weapon. You can run away from them until security arrives. Like they're not mass shooting the place.
I get what you're saying. At the same time, again, I still understand the preventative measure. I'm fine. I agree with you that I don't like the aesthetic of a zip tie. I'm fine with the twine tie.
Yeah.
And I like. Again, I've come across it. I've heard stories about people pulling swords and even just dicking around. They're like, yeah, and then the sword flew out of
Yeah,
someone's
who would
hand.
ever do that?
I know, right? No, but the difference is,
What a bunch of irresponsible individuals.
the difference is we did that when no one else was around.
Yeah, well, that's kind of my point.
Yeah, no, because the other time that I heard of there were people around and it flew and almost hit a kid in the head.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
So,
That's just, again, people being irresponsible.
and so the thing is that again, I'm fine with twine ties, zip ties. I think again clash heavy, but my main issue here is that again, it's like no axes, no war hammers, shit like that. It's like.
It's like
Yeah,
I can't
it's
even
like
bring
taking out half-
a LARP weapon that's not any real threat.
Yeah, it's like half
That's-
the
that's
arsenal
one of
that
those.
somebody might want to carry.
Mhm.
If it doesn't have a sheath, you can't have it. Oh, fuck you, dude.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
again, because you can zip tie axes and hammers. So,
Yeah, to a belt,
so
which most Ren Fair people have on their costume.
yeah. So I just feel like I'm just not a fan of this rule. Because I think it limits costume potential heavily, and that's not the end of it. That's not even the worst of it. And we'll get into
No,
it.
there's more.
But so go on, Mikey.
Let's see, firearms, replica firearms, or any that could be mistaken are banned on festival grounds. No exceptions.
Sitting ducks. Sorry, continue.
Well, that's just again back to no pirate pistols.
I know
No,
that's
All
so
other
stupid.
weapons must clearly appear to not have the ability to harm others or any property. This includes cosplay replica weapons.
so if your shit looks too realistic, it can't come in.
So yeah, you just like any of my swords over there, I just wouldn't be able to have. Like it has to look like a toy.
Yeah, it has to look like that one that I brought that like from Party City or your Sasuke sword.
Oh gosh.
I even think the Sasuke sword they might be sticklers.
Yeah,
about.
they might like.
Looks a bit too real. It's a little too stiff.
It's a little too stiff.
Bows.
Looks like it smacks hard.
Bows
It does.
are not permitted except for being transported by competitors and unstrung to and from festival events. Arrows being carried as a costume adornment must be piece tied together and have the arrow tips removed.
Sorry, Legolas. Get fucked.
That is too much.
Yeah,
that is
too much.
way too much.
Just completely dismantle everything about it. Like, it's like, yeah, unless you're a competitor, you can't even have a bow at all. And then it's like, oh, you want arrows? Fuck you. You just get a bundle of sticks tied together in your back pocket.
Better hope you're not going as a ranger.
Yeah.
No Legolas, no Aragorn, no.
Can't even do the ones
No
with
Robin
like
Hood.
fluffy tips, like like those LARP arrows.
Yeah, with the-
They can't even have those.
I guess not.
I gotta have Bickoline. We can't have mirror.
No.
Man, Minnesota's really hardcore.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, dude. You see my issue with these fucking rules now?
They say Drow have a Minnesotan accent.
No, they would not. Welcome to Menzo Berenzin, eh? Best get rid of all of your fun stuff.
Plastic, wood, and foam toy weapons are allowed without being sheathed or piece-bound, but may not be wielded in a way that they might accidentally strike another guest or employee.
We have to make sure that your toy weapons aren't dangerous.
That's where we're at, man.
The Karanocracy.
This world is so soft.
This world is so. I remember when you go to the Ren Fair and get your hand cut off if you stole something.
Yeah. we need to bring that back.
I wouldn't be opposed.
The Minnesota Ren Fair reserves the right to refuse entry and remove guests who do not adhere to the weapons policy unless the attire can be modified to meet the standards listed above.
Remove, I think, is crazy because that means you got past the front entrance, no problem, but somebody else who works there can still point at you and say, you gotta get out.
Yeah, fuck you if you paid money to get in here.
Yeah.
Hold on, read that one back again. I gotta hear the conditions.
The Minnesota Renaissance Festival reserves the right to refuse entry and or remove guests who do not adhere to the weapons policy unless the attire can be modified to meet the standards above.
Okay, so it's literally just at any point they're choosing.
If
Yeah.
you got a weapon
So-
and they don't like it, you're out.
So if you fucked up, if the front gate fucks up and they see
An
you,
employee
yeah, and an employee sees you,
during the fair,
they can be like, you need to change this about your like thing, like you need to unstring this bow or whatever, and you're like, it can't be done. They're like, then you need to leave.
too bad if you paid.
Yeah.
We got your money. Get out.
Well, luckily this really opens up everybody to just go as the peasant villager.
But you can't have a peasant sword.
The best class.
No, you can, but it's got to be zip tied. But yeah, so
that is the weapons rules.
that's the weapons policies.
We've now moved to prop and costume policy.
This I have major issues with.
All costumes and attire must be family friendly and may not be offensive, obstructive, violent, or otherwise objectionable.
What would you apply to that?
Yeah, so
Even if you list all of those things, it is still not defined enough.
I agree, yeah, because it's just like it's basically up to the discretion of the person at the
that's
front
what I'm
gate.
saying.
Yes.
Like, where's the discretion lie? Because it's like, would they find me dressing as a crusader objectionable?
Probably not in Minnesota. They probably think based. You could go in.
But they can't define it because that would break their rule of objectionable.
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 Yeah, like it's first of all, it can't be violent. What the like?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it can't be violent. You're it's a Ren fair. It's a medieval thing. Like, people are going dressed with weapons. Like, you allow weapons in. What? That's not violent.
Also,
Are
family.
you saying I can't have like those dudes who wear like the elf ear necklaces? I'm assuming that wouldn't be allowed.
Yeah, I'm guessing that, and then like
It's
maybe
racist. First of all, it's fantasy racism.
yeah.
Okay. And
Elves
fantasy-
are real. Don't worry,
and
you're not
fa-
going to offend
and-
any.
and fantasy racism is fun.
Fantasy race. Well, and also like family friendly. If you're like a barbarian, like smeared with like blood or whatever, I'm guessing that's also like
Gay.
It is very gay.
Another thing on here too is family friendly. I was telling Mikey, I said sex appeal is a big part of the Ren Fair. You got girls with like big busts, like with low cut
And
tops,
corsets.
like
I think that's fine. That's not too bad.
yeah. It's like, is that allowed or isn't it? Because that's a big Ren Fair staple. That's like
Yeah.
Are the wenches? No.
Yeah.
sorry.
The girls dress like that, and we guys like it.
And they like it too. And
Yeah.
so it's like it's just like they want to dress that way. But that might not be considered family friendly by
Like,
whoever.
I want to carry a big hammer, but none of us can do this now.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah,
I want to go in dressed like Amy Rose, and they won't let me.
Why Amy Rose, of course.
yeah. Who's got 3 big quills, a big hammer? Why, Amy Rose, of course. Yeah. No, but
Shout out to Guptill. He's a goat.
easy. Yeah. But yeah, so it's just like Mikey said, even it's so vague because it's just up to the discretion of like, does the guy at the entrance not like your thing?
No,
Too bad.
Whoever's running this is obviously on a power trip.
Yeah.
They want to seem like they're enforcing rules that on the surface seem important but are incredibly vague so that they can control who's allowed in and out.
So from what I was told,
So I'm
apparently
assuming I cannot show up dressed like a Cherokee chieftain. Is what you're telling me.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think you could do that anyway.
I think you
Well,
can,
maybe I don't
get-
want to go to this woke fair.
Listen, I think you can get away with it. You could probably threaten legal action.
But but so
I do have some native heritage. I'm white chicks. I don't know.
but so
I knew somebody who did really believe in that.
My father did that.
my father was 1/16 Cherokee.
I'd be like, I didn't know.
But what I was just gonna say is, so from what I was told, they said we had a lot of issues last year, and so we came up with like a lot of rules to combat these issues that we had. I don't know what issues they're talking about, quite frankly. Like, I had friends who went there every single
was it
weekend.
just a fucking free for all every year? They're like, no, we have to lock it down.
We had a battle royale.
Shit's been getting too crazy.
Yeah, and so
Battle of the Bastards every weekend.
That sounds fun as fuck.
yeah, no, honestly. But so it's just, again, it's like I don't know where like really, you ran this fair for years and like all this shit came up at one time last year, and so now you're like, we gotta shut this shit
After
down.
reading this, I would not be surprised if this is under new management.
But yeah.
That's what it reads like to me. Because,
Absolutely.
like you said, it's very corporate.
Absolutely.
Very safe.
Go on. What was the next?
Children may wear masks. Adults may wear appropriate masks that do not cover their entire face. Adults wearing masks or headwear that obscure their entire face will not be allowed on festival grounds. No exceptions.
Sorry, Helms. You're not allowed to wear a helmet, I guess.
No
Yeah.
helmets, no plague doctor masks.
The classic rogue with the face mask and the hood up. That's what I said to Mikey. I said,
You
Well,
have to keep
still
the
have
hood down.
partial eyes, so.
You'd have to keep your hood down.
like the masked rogue is such a staple.
Yeah.
Mikey brought up no furry heads, no like.
No fursuit heads if you're
Oh,
furry.
dang. Sorry for that, man.
I will say, people who aren't like furries do still go as like the beast folk type races and
Yes.
stuff. And so it's like, oh, did you find that whimsical? Too bad. Not allowed.
Wait, all right, which one of you wants to go as my less Aragonian maid?
No.
but yeah, so it's just again like is your worry like people stealing and you can't identify them? I mean, I get it.
Well,
I
it's
do.
for all those
Well, maybe you
mass
should-
flintlock
well, maybe you
shootings.
should
They wanna make
invest-
sure that they can see your face.
Or maybe you should invest in some fucking security cameras.
I mean, like yeah, like keep track of your shit.
Even if they're atmosphere breaking, like I think guests would understand having security cameras to prevent that.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. Also on top of that, like, are you under the interpretation that children will not steal? Because in my experience, they are the most likely to attempt it.
Yeah.
Children-
Kids don't have money, they want the 5-finger discount.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was a child once, I know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like, I mean, again, when I was working at Ren Fairs, did we have our fair share of adults who steal? Sure. Who stole most often? Teenagers and down. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like ages like 16 to like 10. I was gonna say 8, but like you get what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
like
Just old enough where you're at, like the parents not watching you. They're like, you
Yeah.
go out and play.
Mhm.
Because any younger than that, they're like, no, I'm usually by your side.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Like so, like older grade school kids to teenagers. Those are the kids who fucking steal most often. So I find it crazy that they are the ones who are exempt from the mask rule.
The Minnesota Renaissance Festival reserves the right, at its sole discretion, to require a guest to remove his or her mask in order to require the guest take their mask off site.
I don't mind them being like, hey, you need to take your mask off. We need to identify you. That's fine. That's fair because it's like,
Well, I think it's just more in line with the if you show up with a mask they don't like, they're like, take it off or like either like that, like you walk up like Rogue with the hood and the thing, they're like, hey, take the hood down. Or like if you show up with like the full plate helm and they're like, no, you gotta leave that thing off site or whatever. So I think that's just kind of leaning more into the previous rule is all.
No, I think you're right, and I do think that's bullshit. I'm just saying,
No,
like,
it's stupid. The mask rule, regardless, is stupid.
I'm just saying, like, I'm fine with the idea of like, hey, we got somebody fitting your description stealing something. I need you to take your mask off so I can identify you or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fine with that, but yeah, them being like, oh, your mask violates the rule. Take that off and take it to your car or get out.
Yeah. Footwear is required at all times.
Can't do my Hobbit cosplay.
Well, you'll be wearing the big feet, which is like, here's what I say about the
I don't
footwear.
want to do that. I have
Want to let
big
those
feet.
want to let those dogs breathe.
I'm fine with the footwear rule. I'm fine with it. That it's like a safety issue.
No,
the ground there is not level.
No, it's my feet that I'm fucking up. If I want to go in there and be like, hey, I'm going to take the risk of fucking up my feet, I'll do that. It's not like I'm telling you to fuck up yours and be like, I'll go in there barefoot.
I mean, I guess
If
that's true. Like,
If I step on a sharp rock and cut myself, shit, I guess I'm going to go have to take a Band-Aid from the first aid station and be on my way. And maybe next time I'll wear shoes because I learned my lesson. But no, it's like, it's my feet, I'm fucking
Watch,
up.
there'll be like a legal loophole somehow that like because it's on their grounds that they're somehow liable for.
yeah, I cut my foot open on your grounds. They weren't safe enough. There was no rules requiring me to wear shoes. Blah blah blah. I'm fine with the shoe rule. I get it. If you want to be like a barefoot character, wear sandals or something. I don't know. There's workarounds to that one.
Just like Tom Sawyer.
I don't find this one super objectionable. What isn't listed here, but from what I heard, though, is you're not allowed to be shirtless.
Sucks for you, Patrick.
I know, right? Well, and I was telling Mikey, I said similar to the...
Who the hell's trying to be shirtless in Minnesota anyway?
it's hot out there, dude.
Is it really? I thought it was like cold as fuck up in Minnesota.
Maybe
Dude,
during the winter.
I mean, every time I've gone, there was a fucking massive heat wave. It was awful.
Okay.
But yeah, like I was specifically told, like, shirtless, not allowed. And it's just like, again, like the shirtless barbarian is a staple of fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Nope, we gotta have a t-shirt on. You know, a muscle shirt. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, like the abs and stuff on there.
That would be funny.
Guests wearing bulky or layered clothing may be subjected to additional security screening.
This was ridiculous.
Yep, surprise! You're
They're
at
gonna
air-
have TSA search.
you're at the airport.
That's
Wow.
my brother put it perfectly because he said almost the same exact thing as you. He's like, yeah, the last thing I want is some fat, sweaty nerd pretending to be a TSA person searching me at the fucking Ren Fair.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, for all those, you know, girls coming in and might have objectionable costumes.
Dude.
Like, no, we're gonna have to second search you.
well,
Yeah,
that's
you think those staff members are gonna abide by that? They're gonna abuse the shit out of that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's my point. It's like women wear the dresses with fucking tons of layers all the time.
Yeah.
So it's like, you require additional searches. I said this is a big one that's gonna kill the fucking fair because it's gonna if
Yeah,
this
people
one
are gonna be complaining
This-
left and right about
That
it.
rule will probably get them in legal trouble. If somebody is, if they're, getting frisked and they don't like how they're frisking them,
yeah, because they're not fucking law enforcement
No,
officers.
no, they're not.
And on top of that, they're like
They're not really authorized to do so.
and like the alternative is like, well, then you don't get to come in. It's like, then I won't go in.
Yeah,
I
I'm
guess
not going.
maybe like if they had like one of those, fucking waving wands or whatever, like the metal detector wands. Like, if
Yeah, they could do it without touching.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if they had one of those, it'd be like, all right, second search, just make sure you don't have any, knives or anything hidden in your, dress. Sure, fine. But as soon as it comes to, no, I'm frisking you up against the wall, that's gonna be abused instantly by the people working at the fair. Yes.
Now, I will say, I get why this is a thing. I will say, I understand why they would try to implement it, but I think this is just something you gotta eat the loss on, because there are a lot of people who do try to sneak in their own alcohol under capes, dresses. I once went with a girl who no, but she made a dress with a false layer that hit shots in between the stitching. So it's like,
Bro.
I thought you were gonna say she's gonna she had a fake leg that was like loaded with liquor. She just pop out a
Hey,
spigot on the side.
Yeah, if I had a false leg, that's what I'd be doing.
yeah, I know, right? No, but it was a false layer of the whole dress. So you'd like open it up, and it was like lined. She had 40 shots on her
Nice.
because there was a shot in every pocket.
Nice.
Full.
Yes. And so, but my point is it's like, I get that the Ren Fair is trying to prevent shit like that. I think you just gotta eat that.
Yeah, you got to eat that. Like that's a core part of the fair culture.
Well, because also it's just
I understand
being subject
why
to additional search like that is ridiculous.
it is ridiculous. I do see since this is not a dry fair, I see why, because they want you to buy from the fair.
Mm-hmm. No, I get it.
They're trying to incentivize you toward buying.
Can you imagine if movie theaters started doing this?
Oh my god, that would kill the movie theater industry.
Yeah.
It's like, I just have popcorn and a candy bar. Fuck off.
But again, it's just like,
Oh, what are you trying to sneak in some stuff you got from the dollar store? Not on my watch.
but again, it's just like, who are they Are they hiring like professional security people or whatever? Because again, they're not law enforcement officers.
Yeah.
And again, so they're like, well, then you don't get to come in. Then I won't come in. This is ridiculous. I either get patted down by just some guy at the Ren Fair,
Or some lady.
yeah, and it's like I get to.
You don't understand, sir. I really need to cup your balls.
Yeah.
Go ahead and cough for me too.
For you to come in here, I need to make sure that you're not hiding anything. I need to cup your balls.
I just.
Listen, after that testicular bomber blew up that hospital, we can't take any chances.
It is required for everybody to get a prostate exam going into the fair.
Everybody's prison wallet will be searched before entering the fair.
Yeah, they start stripping you down, spraying you with like the hose, like dumping all the fucking, putting the lice powder on you. They give you your own set of clothes you gotta wear.
Yeah, they give you instead of a prison jumpsuit, it's like Ren Fair peasant garments.
Yeah.
It's like other attendees of the Ren Fair. Woo! Look at them cheeks, boy!
the shop stall.
Yeah, they're locked in their stalls. That's right, you look now. Dystopian Ren fairs.
I mean, it doesn't sound too far off.
Yeah. This is definitely the first step.
Yeah, you guys see why I had issues with this shit now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no, this is absolute lunacy.
The Minnesota Renaissance Festival reserves the right to refuse entry and or remove guests who do not adhere to the costume policy unless the costume or attire can be modified to meet the standards above.
So
Yeah, like if
they
you
fucked
show
up in front gate.
They
Well,
could just
yeah, it's
remove
just
you.
like it's just like if you show up and you know
Just
your
take your
shit's
money.
not how they like, and they're like, "Hey, can you change it to how we like?" And you say, "Well, I can't really do that," and you're like, "All right, get out."
Ridiculous.
Our next is...
I'm gonna start sword fighting people if they blow some on me there.
Alright, trinket trading. Individuals may bring small items of negligible value to give away or swap with others. This practice is known as trinket trading. Trinket trading of the following is prohibited: edible or consumable products,
Okay.
offensive, sexual, or otherwise inappropriate items.
I get this one. I do. Because it's like,
Because this is the shit you're leaving.
People
in the
bring
little
like
bins,
tiny
right?
dicks.
huh?
People bring like tiny dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Before you continue, so far, like as far as it goes, like stuff that's being left in the bins for people to like swap out and stuff like that.
Oh,
At
that's
each of the
one
shops.
form of it. People will do it amongst each other.
Because I was
like,
gonna say, like when it comes to like personal swapping, I don't think there should be a limitation on that really. But when it comes to like the stuff that you're leaving in the bins, definitely no consumables or food. And yeah, the sexual and inappropriate stuff. It's mostly kids doing it in the bins and stuff like that. You don't want them running across anything that they could potentially eat that somebody left there, or anything sexually explicit would just be.
See, here's the thing: is I agree with you, but this applies to guests as well, and that's the issue I have with it. And you'll see why in a
There's
second.
more to this as well. Items that are the same or similar to those sold by the festival or artisans at the festival.
That's stupid.
That's my brother straight up. He said, "So what if I want to trade something I bought at the fair?" I said, "Not allowed."
Yeah.
That's fucking
That
ridiculous.
one's stupid.
Because they want you to buy from the vendor. They don't want you to be able to trade for it. They want your money.
Which is ridiculous because that kills like the culture of the fair.
Items that are given to or traded with the child without acknowledgement and permission of the child's parent or guardian.
That's fair.
Yes, yeah.
That
the
one's fine.
fact that they're adding this one now also
they
says a
don't-
lot too.
They don't want adults shilling kids.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. That one's totally fine. I just only have a problem with like the intellectual property shit. of,
Oh
like,
yeah, no. When it comes to intellectual property, like me trading my own personal, like something like I bought a knickknack from this shop, and I'm like, you know what? I wonder.
I'll trade it for a lizard toy.
Yeah, I want a lizard toy. Then somebody else lucky enough to come along and wants that can have it. You know.
Dangerous, unsafe, or unsanitary items.
Here's my piss in a jar.
No, you're not doing that.
Who wants my piss in a jar? No.
I'm leaving the pony jar in the trading box. You know,
Item-
file size versions.
Items bearing the name, logo, or likeness of a person, entity, or act without the permission of that person, entity, or act.
So this one specifically is like a voodoo doll, I would imagine. And it's like, yeah, I could kind of see how you're like,
No, I'm gonna print out a meme of like one of the workers. I'm gonna start passing that out.
no, let him know. Like I kind of get this one, but I also feel like, I don't know. I feel like complaining about it is like a little like it's like whatever, you know.
well,
I
this
made a
one-
voodoo with all of you, and I traded it.
This one seems oddly specific though.
Number 7. Items bearing the name or logo of the Minnesota Renaissance Festival or Mid-America Festivals.
That I have an issue with, because again, that's another thing of like, what if I bought a token like that
Yeah.
there, and then I traded it away to somebody else?
Nope.
Can't do it. Buy it. Give me your money.
Yeah,
Give me your money. I don't want your little trinkets. Give me your money.
Yeah.
So why even have the trading then?
Yeah, just ban trinket trading.
Honestly, yeah, if you really want just all the money, ban the trinket trading.
Mm-hmm.
Because those are the cool finds anyway. It's like, oh, what am I going to get? Like a slightly nicer version of the same coin or sea glass that I already have. Like, sure, that could be fun for like a split second, but it's like the point of that kind of stuff is more for like those unique finds of like somebody leading off something that could be bought at the fair or a specific, you know, token or whatever it is. Like something cool and unique that somebody left in there and you just happen to be the one to come across it. Like that's the fun bit about the trinket trading. And they're just like, no, you can't do that at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's under heavy scrutiny.
Stick with your plastic shillings and sea glass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No items may be sold or exchanged for monetary compensation at the festival except by authorized vendors. Trading in a manner that is disruptive, unruly, gives the impression of busking, or is otherwise problematic, is prohibited. Mid-America Festivals reserves the right to prohibit any additional items or types of trinket trading. If you're going to have this much regulation on it, just get rid of it.
No.
Yeah. Also, like, can't busk, can't, like...
I can't busk?
I can't busk. Like, it's just like, hey, man, I'll give you $5 for that. Sorry, man, that's illegal. Mm-hmm. King's got to get his pound of flesh.
Nope, you have to pay MSRP and a markup.
Somebody comes up and asks, I'm reporting you! Start bootlicking the Corpo Fair.
Minren will be the battle of the Karens. Every player will receive a copy of the rules and see how many people they can get kicked out.
So those are like the new rules that are like going into effect this year. I am of the opinion that I think these rules, for the most part, will be there for a year, and then they'll see like a significant downturn.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Fucking just
It's going to be
reverse course.
super fucking stale. They like took out like pretty much all the flavor.
Newcomers won't be as affected by these rules. I've said it's the returning guests that love the Minren Fair and keep coming back. They will be the most affected.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is
which is arguably the people you should not be affecting at all. If it is your repeat customers.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, this is Ren Fair gone corporate. This is fucking
the Karenocracy.
Yeah, stale fucking bullshit. Like, again, it's like, well, I hope. Listen, we just wanted to provide the authentic medieval experience. So I hope you enjoy being a peasant under strict rule by your lord. Because if not, you'll be facing the executioner's block. Like, the guillotine awaits. When I was hearing these rules, I couldn't believe it, and then I was sent the link to the website, and I checked it out, and it was even worse than what I was told. And I was like, dude, this is crazy bad.
Oh, no.
This is awful.
I would probably not attend.
I'm debating it. And I'm going to be in town.
I think that's fair. I think it's fair. That's fair for you not wanting to go, because these new rules are just not for seasoned Ren Fair goers.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, dude, could you imagine if Texas did this shit? I know you guys have never been to Texas,
right,
for their Ren Fair, because theirs is the largest in the country.
Yeah, and they just completely milk toasted it
overnight.
Overnight.
Like
they did not let the pot come to a boil at all. They threw a stick of dynamite in there.
Yeah, because I was hyped to go, like I said, because I'm gonna be in town anyway. I was like all about it, and then I got told this, and I looked the rules up on the website, and I was like, what the fuck?
Wait, hold on a second. Well, I just thought they said you weren't allowed any like real weapons into the fair, right?
Unless they're swords or daggers, correct?
And peace tide.
Okay, so they are allowed those, because that was going to be my question, was like, if they weren't allowing any weapons regardless, then why are they talking about peace tying if you're just carrying LARP weapons? Mm-hmm. Like, are you going to peace tie your LARP weapon? But
yeah, no.
If it looks like it could cause trouble, then they'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
So says those rules.
There were rules in there, and it's like that one, there was one in there, because I read it myself, I don't know if Mikey read it aloud, but there was something like, if you're gonna LARP battle, that's fine, just make sure you don't fucking like,
I did not see that in
crowds and stuff. I read it
So
myself.
are you allowed to just randomly LARP weapon people?
You, as long as it's like a consenting agreement, you're not allowed to like sneak attack people like that, which is fine. I'm fine with that. And you're not allowed to like battle in a way that like, if there's a crowd, you're not allowed to like knock into them and fuck up other people's good time. Which that's all stuff I'm perfectly fine with. That's fair.
See, that would be cool to see it implemented more in other fairs.
Mm-hmm.
Because like if that was the case, it was like, oh, this is a Ren fair specifically where people bring LARP weapons in, and then it's just kind of like, yeah, you can just duel anybody consentingly wherever you're at.
It's called a LARP.
like that. You duel a shopkeeper. And then, if you win, you get a small item, maybe like that. Like that would be great.
That would actually be pretty fun. Like I'm robbing you, and then they're like, "You're gonna try."
And then like you go LARP fight with them.
LARPing pillaging.
Yeah, he pulls out like a LARP crossbow and he just shoots you from over the counter.
Yeah,
it's like he's ready.
I'm saying give the fair workers like a fighting chance. Like give them like, I don't know, an advantage in the thing because it's their merchandise on the line.
Could you imagine like a guy selling glass and he pulls that out and then he just misses and just wrecks whatever he made?
Oh my god! Yeah, just
that would suck.
That would suck. But yeah, it's like I get what you're saying, and like again, there's rules in there that I'm perfectly fine with. I understand why they're being implemented, all that stuff, but just like some of them are just so fucking. Like,
it just makes it bland.
Yeah, don't be simultaneously too naked or too layered.
Don't be interesting at all. Make sure you don't have a defined character.
Again, it's the peasant simulator.
Don't have any fun.
Toys.
Give us all your money and then get out.
No flintlocks. We don't want to see them.
Now, here's my question: I know they're gonna fucking sell that shit in there. Do you just have to take it immediately to your car after purchasing? Like,
no, you purchase it and then they yell at you for how inappropriate your costume is, and then you're banned.
Yeah. They escort you out as soon as you buy it. It's like one of those. Oh man, they at like gun shows and stuff. They'll have like the ATF stings and stuff, where like they'll like go around and be like, oh hey yeah, I'm looking for a very specific like modification. And then, like, if the person sells it to you, it's like, oh, well, that's actually illegal. I'm an undercover cop. And then, you know, like, you get fined or whatever.
I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, it's a thing like the ATF will do.
Undercover, what are you doing here? Get out. This isn't for you.
Yeah. So, but yeah, they will do that. They'll, like, try and, like, entrap people into, like, seeing if they're selling, you know, illegal, you know, stuff for it. Yeah, mods.
Yeah, it's like, you could have our sword,
I bought this
hammer for sale.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I bought this FSN P90, and I hate this ridiculously long barrel. Can you give me a shorter barrel, mister?
Yeah, stuff like that. Because it's like, oh, it's against, you know, the law kind of things.
No, it's. I can't get over it because again, like, and that's another thing too. Is like it's so common when you go to the Ren Fair. Typically, you buy something and you want to wear it right then and there. I bought a fucking, you know, hammer, and I want to have it looped through my belt because it went perfect with my outfit. No, not allowed. Can't do that. It's just like, well, then why the fuck am I even going to buy it? Like, for home defense? In case I'm invaded and I need to use my fucking war hammer?
It's a wall hanger. You put it on your wall and then you're done. That's it. That's all you get to do with it.
Yeah.
Why is it battle ready?
Why is it battle ready? Yeah. It's just, it's so ridiculous, and it's so constricting. And again, it's just like so much costume opportunity left on the table. Not allowed. Can't be done.
My shirtless furry barbarian will never come to light.
In a thieves mask.
Yeah, the thieves mask.
Who doesn't wear shoes?
Who dual wields warhammers. and has 16 flintlocks going down.
Yeah, purposefully make a character that just breaks every rule.
If you want to draw what that looks like, please feel free to do so and send us to.
And he only trinket traits. Fire shots of fireball with penises drawn on them. The ultimate character of rebellion.
Pure chaos.
OC, do not steal.
OC, do not.
Donut steal.
Yeah, but yeah, and again, I love going to Ren fairs, and it killed all interest I have in going to this Ren fair because, like you said, it's so sanitized. It's just going to be such a safe corporate experience.
And you know what? Stuff like that is not going to go away if you're not telling them.
Mm-hmm.
They might as well just have the security guards hold your hand and walk you around the fair at that point.
If you do not agree with these rules, you need to let them know.
Yeah, it's just
let them know you are not going to show up and pay for their stuff and enjoy the fair with these regulations.
Because it's just so constricting.
Yeah, at the end of the day, the fair wants your money.
Mm-hmm.
And if these rules are too constricting, you got to say, I'm not paying for it.
Now, here's another thing I can see with it is the fair has these rules, but they don't actually enforce them unless necessary. In the sense of we let everything go unless you piss us off.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're breaking 10 rules.
Yeah, if you're going to be a rapscallion and
Then we'll throw the book
cause
at you.
cause discord intentionally, you're out.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like you're going to be out, Mikey.
I'm not in their fair.
That's
I'm
your
not in
bread and
their fair.
butter, dude. That's all you do.
Right now, I'm not at their fair or their event.
Yeah.
And what I'm scared of is other Ren fairs falling suit.
That's why we need to be as loud as possible with rules like this.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you talk loud, you sound smart.
You sound smart.
Correct.
You sound smart, and you get their ears listening, and then if you get others listening, maybe they'll follow suit.
And you always got to do the politician point where you do this. Because this is offensive, so you got to do like this. Yeah, you ever notice that? When you make it a point to do that.
I never noticed that.
Who does that?
Every
it's
politician.
a politician
He's
thing.
pointed that out. I couldn't.
Yeah, because this is seen as too aggressive.
Because you're talking down with the finger point.
Yeah, or you're accusing or whatever it is. So this is
oh, it's kind of like a thumbs up. That's a okay.
it's almost like a thumbs up. It's more like you're tagging a point. So it's
it's okay to agree with this.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say with these rules and shit, the one that I think is absolutely the most ridiculous and is liable to get the fair in trouble.
Is that padding down? Or
Yeah.
the double check roll? Or
absolutely.
Yeah, you're wearing too many layers. You're susceptible to extra search.
It is a thin line that it's gonna be real. Unless they navigate it well, they're gonna be crossing a line there, and that's gonna get them in trouble.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that occurred and then somebody saw that and they were like, I don't want to fucking get extra search, I'm out of here.
Yeah, because if it's Joe Schmo Fair staff who's gonna go pat you down because he's suspicious about what you're wearing, that's gonna get him in a lot of trouble. But if it's oh hey, you're carrying a bag in here, I need to take a look in there real quick, or you have a lot of layers on, let me wand you real quick, I can see that being fine. But as soon as it gets to I'm gonna pat you down or search through your clothes
your
and stuff like that.
Yeah, hey, for instance, yours is a little layered up.
Open, yeah.
I
so
need
you pulling in and
I
reaching in
need
there
you
and
to
stuff.
I need you to open that up for me.
Yeah.
No.
I'm shy.
I feel for
You want
this.
to be a star, don't you?
I feel for this role, you need
I'm
to.
saying they should just go the full prison route where they spray it down and get you in. I think that's the best thing they can do at this
I was
point.
gonna say, I feel like you need to have cops on the premises at the front gate to basically do that shit for you.
Yeah.
And because unless it's a real law enforcement officer, you're susceptible to get into some huge shit with that stuff.
Absolutely. I think they could see, if that goes awry, they could be in legal trouble.
Mm-hmm. No, I do agree with you. Like, it's the fucking... it's prison rules. They spray you down. They give you a peasant outfit and send you in.
They call you by a number. Yeah, instead of inmate, you're peasant, whatever.
Yeah, you're
peasant 214.
I'd be down for that Ren Fair experience. I'm not gonna
No,
lie.
that's what I'm saying. If they're doing all this anyway, just go that route, and it would be way more entertaining.
If it's just you guys, I would not want to participate.
Oh no, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to be
What was the king's name in Robin Hood?
King John.
Yeah, it's like King John rolls over. It's a dystopian nightmare without Robin Hood.
Just, with the sting of the whip on my shoulder. We're like building the stalls for them.
When they put you in the stocks, they actually strip you down to your underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're gonna go this far with it, go all the way. And you know what? I'm down for it all of a
that
sudden.
would be fun. That'd actually be kind of funny.
Oh man, but do you guys have any extra thoughts on these new rule changes? Any closing thoughts?
Well, I wasn't planning on going to Minnesota anytime soon, and this does not influence me to want to go to Minnesota anytime soon.
Yes, I am very deterred from attending.
No, because so I've been told.
I feel bad for all the regulars at the fair
Yeah.
who are overnight just fucked with like character stuff. Like they can't. I can only imagine if like going to our fair next year and like it's just completely milquetoast like that.
And another thing too, how many people are going to actually read the website rules like this?
Yeah, and they're just gonna show up and be like, "No, you can't come in. You can't come in."
Yeah, you can't have this. You
No,
can't
I'm
have
sorry.
that.
You gotta go get pat down real quick. Like what?
So yeah, that's going to harm their vendors too.
Yeah, because it's going to affect sales. Because less people equal less sales.
Yeah,
Sales.
unless people want to buy what you're selling because they can't wear it. They can't do anything with it.
Yeah, so it's just. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Because even
This is
weapons
true.
aside, trinkets, masks, helmets.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, like what am I gonna buy and run it back to my car? Like you said with the like the
Hammer.
pistols that they sell. Yeah, a hammer or pistol or whatever they sell there. Be like, what? I just gotta run all the way back out to my car and come back.
And
in
what am I
buy some
going to
shit?
buy it for anyway?
Yeah, because
where else am I going to
where
wear
I
this
go.
shit?
Am I gonna start a podcast in my apartment and like start dressing up every week? Like,
I'm not gonna lie, that's why I started this podcast. It's an excuse to dress up like pirates. And
well,
things
hell
like
yeah!
that.
But I mean,
Yeah.
like, I wouldn't expect everybody to do that.
And then they're gonna cut in on our business because then the market's gonna be flooded, and every corner of every tavern will be filled.
Minnesota's gonna burn.
But no, like, yeah, it's just like you said, like, what else am I gonna fucking do with this shit?
Yeah.
Where else am I gonna wear my fucking pirate pistols? Where else am I gonna want to trade these trinkets? Where else am I gonna want to fucking wear my warhammer or do any of this shit? It's just like,
Don't care, give money.
don't care, give money. Well, you're not gonna be giving money because you can't fucking use the shit.
Nope, buy stuff.
And so I'm of the opinion that I feel what is going to happen is so many people are going to show up, get turned away at the gate, or be subject to additional screening or whatever, that they're basically going to have to waive these rules like maybe halfway through the season, if not next year. Because I feel
Yes, because they will adjust on the fly if it means profits are down.
because I've been to many Ren fairs. And I've been around these people or whatever. I don't know really too many who, like, I looked at the website to make sure what I wore was okay before I showed up to the Renaissance Fair, because most people aren't going to be wearing shit that's like, I'm naked. My character is a guy who doesn't wear clothes.
No.
Most people wear just kind of out there shit, but it's like, if it's too many layers or too few layers or considered inappropriate by whoever the fuck works
covers
there.
your face.
Yeah, it covers your face. Again, classic rogue look. Like, and even the shoeless thing, I'm going to predict a lot of people are going to be turned away at the gate too, because a lot of like druids and like backwoods witches and stuff like that. There are a lot of people who go without shoes to Ren fairs. I've seen it a lot.
Like I said, I just got big feet, so whenever I want to do the Hobbit thing, I was just planning on going shoeless anyway.
But so, well, better check the website first.
Well, I'm not going to Minnesota to do it.
Well, but who knows if these rules are going to catch on? But I guess that's again my point is it's just I don't think a lot of people are going to check these websites. I think they're just going to show up in their outfits and then face a fuck ton of problems at the front gate. At which point management will either have to relent or stick to their guns. And if they stick to their guns, how many people are they going to be willing to turn away before shit reverses course?
Yeah, you're sending them away in droves.
Because I've been told before in the past that Minnesota is the second biggest Renaissance fair. So if that is true and all that shit, it's just like you're going to be losing a lot of customers out the gate. And yeah, just again, I'm not a fan of this direction. I hope other Ren fairs do not follow suit, and
definitely.
I hope Minnesota faces enough backlash or financial instability that they have to reverse course on this rules, so no Ren fair even gets the idea
Of
to
attempting to enforce these.
these ridiculous rules. That's just my thoughts on this whole situation and why I wanted to bring it to your guys' attention.
But hey, that's just a theory. A Ren theory. Thanks for watching.
But yeah, so please let us know what you guys think about these rules down in the comments, as well as our opinions on them. And yeah, we hope to see you next week here in the corner of the tavern. Is that your thing now?
Yeah.